What is happening to Alex's camera here? Oh my goodness. Oh, I think he's just adjusting it. No problem. No problems here. Let's see. All right, there you go. Alex is good camera wise, and you are also good camera wise. So we're gonna. I'm gonna just switch on over now since he's at least online. He's at least online, so there's that. See, he's warming up on 29-1. Oh, okay, this is rolling. Okay, thank God this isn't like. Thank God this isn't like. Yeah, that's all I was about to say. Woo. We do not need another 20-1 clear like player. We've already got like 2 of those. It's insane. Maybe you should warm up with 29-1? That's crazy. Nah, 29-1 is insane work. 29-1 is insane work. Like, legitimately. I think like, wait, it's just Bendy and Andy with it, right? It's just those two. I don't think Elias has it. He might have it actually. He might have it for all I know. But those are the only 3 people that I know were trying to like go for it. Ooh, excuse me. Jeez. Anyway, let me get a starting seed for y'all. This will be the yeah, just those two. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You know, in some ways, I kind of want to like make a part of the hello and skies. I'm not sure who this is, but first time chat says I'm gay. That's cool. Happy for you. Happy that you've discovered that. This might be one of Alex T's like cronies. It's alright though. It's alright though. Happy for you. But yeah, like I was saying, I kind of want to make like some part of the DAS League server like just kind of general purpose, like for all things DAS, since like the original NTSC DAS server got deleted, unfortunately. So there's no like one-stop shop for all things DAS. Yeah, let me get y'all a starting seed though. This will be the starting seed for today. It's going to be 9A, 1B, FC. Where's your cousin Blue Scooty at? He's not here yet. He's not here yet. And hello, another person. First time chat. AC Icy. Yo, Alex, are these like, are these your entourage? This is your entourage, right? I think, cause like I've never seen these names before. I'm assuming like these are your entourage. Do you guys play Nestris or Gregory Kant, like the Tetris trainer? I play Nestris.org from time to time. I haven't been playing it too much nowadays. Sometimes I will though, just for fun. But most of the time I don't. I just kind of play solo. Can't really remember the last time I've like grinded it though. I don't know. I think generally I've been playing less as time has gone on. Some of that is due to work. Like we've been busy, but another part of it is I've just been kind of playing less overall, and focusing on doing things like casting these type of matches. So we see a little bit of 29 action here from Alex T, looking to get 10 lines, I think. Yeah, there's the 10 lines. Look at that. Okay, J. Okay, get a square. Alright, 12 lines is pretty good. 12 lines is pretty good. I think, is that PB? Is that PB? I think that's PB. Alright, once both players have in the seed, we will begin game number 1 here. Your PB is 22 lines. Oh shit, that's okay. I didn't know you was like that. Yeah, 22 lines, okay. Damn, I didn't know you was like that. Yeah, I see you have it in the seed, Vance. And then Alex is putting in the seed here. You got video of the 22 lines, or is it like image thing? Or is it like image thing? Cause like, can you join like the tournament? You can't join this season because this season has already began. So like, if you have a way to stream matches, you could probably join next season. It's set to start. I'm thinking somewhere like late February or something. No vid? Ah, okay. Alright, so I see Alex T is ready here, just waiting on Vance to ready up. Alright, both players are ready here for game number 1. Let's get them going here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck, have fun to Alex, says Vance. Good luck, have fun to both players here. Should be a fairly interesting matchup. And Alex T, you know, currently up in the division 2-0, has actually gone perfect, has swept both of the high level players in the division. Now obviously everyone in this division is high level because that's kind of how I designed Division 1 to be, but he defeated both Pool 1 players in sweeps, 3-0 apiece, and Vance is gonna hang an L to that left side here. We'll get Tetris still lower down the stack. So yeah, Alex here looking to continue that streak. Maybe not go perfect, but definitely still looking to keep that perfect streak here. Meanwhile, Vance here currently 0-1 in the division. Got swept by Bendy, but that was only one match. So still plenty of game to still be played. What is this stream delay? That's kind of just the consequence of restreaming. You're never going to be able to see the game in real time. 114 here for Alex, 39, now 62k here for Vance. Yeah, that's kind of just the penalty of having to like restream, which is like bring two people's individual streams together onto one scene. Because streaming to Twitch is just inherently delayed. It will always be a couple seconds delayed. That's just kind of the penalty that we all have to pay. Alright, Alex T with the Vits here. Gonna be able to get that nice Vits and the Tetris up to 205. Already building a quick 100,000 point lead here over Vance. It's currently at 130. Yeah, still plenty of time here for Vance to get into the shape of things in this division, as there are 4 playoff spots here in the division. Vance here just needs to burn a couple of things so far. My board is clean and is now ready for a Tetris. Oh, Alex here, several misdrops on the top of the board. Not sure what he's going to be able to do here. This might be a top out. Yeah, that's going to be a top out for Alex at 232. So Vance here with a very short chase down just needs 233. 233 is the chase down for Vance. Misread the board. Yeah, I saw that. I saw what you were trying to do there. A very short chase down here for Vance. Only needs a couple thousand more points. Has all the time in the world to chase this down. Such is the nature of DAS. And now Vance is going to be able to chase that score down and take game number 1. And honestly, just take the first game off Alex off the whole season. So, congratulations to Vance for taking that game. GG's. So we're going to increment seeds. So the next seed will be A, B. Yeah, it's going to be increment. Alright. Alex has in the seed. And Vance also has in the seed, just waiting to ready up. Alright, both players are ready for game number 2, so we're going to get them going here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. How did the world champ lose? Well, you see, what we're playing here is the DAS playstyle. You know, this isn't quite like the rolling playstyle that you commonly see, you know, at the World Championships. It's a little different. It's a little bit more restrictive with placements. You need to be just a little bit more careful with how you're placing things. DAS is kind of like a rhythm game. You know, if you're in a good rhythm, then the pieces will kind of move where you want them to. But if you get off rhythm, then the piece will freeze a little bit on the board, and you have to, and it takes a little bit of time to regain that charge. So Vance here starting off a little bit of garbage, but we'll get that touch to lower down the stack. .360 spin there for Vance. Very nifty. But yeah, DAS is a little bit of a more like finesse type playstyle. 74k here for Vance, 93k here for Alex T, now up to 118. And it's going to set up the Luke Anderson on the right side of the board. Very nice setup, and we'll get the Tetris there. Both these players here are very skilled at the DAS playstyle and have PBs of about 1.2, mid 1.2 millions, which is a very respectable score to have in the DAS playstyle. As Vance will get this Tetris up to 169, and while Alex here will get this Tetris up to 209. So Alex here building up a little bit of a lead, currently up about Tetris and a half when the lines line up. Alright, Alex here setting up for this Tetris. Has to take a couple of skims to wait out this bar. I know both players are actually dealing with this. It's kind of a challenging sequence of pieces, but obviously we'll be able to open it up with that Tetris. And Vance was not able to use that bar, but we'll be able to use this next one. And Tetris is in. Some very nice board management from both players here. 283 here for Alex, 243 here for Vance. So another player here really able to take advantage of either's precarious like stacks. $300 here for Alex at 64 lines. Yeah, wholly locked in. Yeah, for sure. Like these are definitely healthy paces. Can definitely get up to 600 transitions going into level 19. Looks like warm up. Alex just needed to do a little bit of warm up. You know, happens to the best of us. It's kind of a common thing in classic Tetris. You know, sometimes your game ones aren't the best, then you play much better in the following games. You just take a game warm up. 398 here for Alex, 358 here for Vance. Still maintaining that 2 Tetris lead. Hey, Vance here, gonna need to have a couple of pretty interesting pieces. Alright, gets the pieces that he needs. And is now able to set up for this Tetris. The pieces are not agreeing, so we'll need to take a couple of burns here. Oh, S flats. And now Vance is in a very dangerous board here. Beautiful skin. And gets a dirty Tetris on top of all of that. Very efficient. And just like that, the board is clean, but this has allowed Alex to take quite a lead here. 5-12 for Alex, 4-16 here for Vance. So Alex here now up 100,000 points. Alex has a lot of aura. Yeah. You can really see that when you watch C2WC. There's a certain win energy that certain players have, and he's certainly got that. I would say Vance has that too, you know. He's one of those players that you don't think it, but sometimes he can sneak up on you. 44 here for Vance, 581 here for Alex. Very healthy pace here for Alex. Probably will not be able to get the 700, but can definitely get close. And it's not like Vance is playing a bad game either. This is a healthy pace, healthy competition pace here for Vance. It's just that Alex here has really been on a tear in the 18 speeds. 629 here for Alex, 532 here for Vance. Looking for one more Tetris here to go in at a high 500 transition. Alex here trying to look for a high 600 transition. And Vance is going to transition here at 559. And Alex is going to transition here at 653. Very strong transition here for Alex T. Let's see how they handle the 19 speeds. We did see a little bit of 29 play, so let's see if that applies to the 19. Alright, gets that L all the way to the left. And we're able to get that Tetris. 706 here for Alex, 590 here for Vance. Now down 110,000 points. Those players waiting out for this bar. Their boards are clean. And players are taking the skims necessary. Vance here getting up kind of high. Finally gets the bar and the Tetris here. 627 here for Vance. 742 for Alex. Some very great drought management from both players. Alright, Alex here is going to be able to fix the left with that L piece. Drain down a Tetris. 773 here for Alex. 658. Although several misdrops for Alex here. Couple of tucks. Oh my god, he's trying to save the game, but will top out there at 774. So Vance here, once again, another chase down. 775 is what you need to take this game. Monstrous pace there from Alex, but just was not able to maintain that in the 19 speeds. Alex T guy keeps looking at the comments. Is he? I don't know. Alright, 718 here for Vance. Remember the chase down is 775. Not quite line audible. We'll probably need at least one Tetris here. But we shall see how Vance decides to tackle this chase down. Gets a Tetris there. 762. Only needs about 10,000 more points. Set up for the Tetris and gets the bar and the Tetris, and with that Tetris, Vance will take game number 2. GG's. Commiserations there to Alex, because that was truly a special pace there. Alright, Vance gonna mullet it out a little bit. Cannot get the max, but can probably get a 1-off Probably get a good one off here. Maybe he could get a max if he gets, perfect pieces and then center walls. Let's see what the game decides to do here. Alright, game is kind of trolling him a little bit here, and yeah, not sure what he's going to be able to do. But gets the 908, completes the chase down, and puts up a very respectable score. GG's to Vance. Next seed will be BC. Alright, Alex T is ready, as in the seed and is ready. On the back foot here. Looking to not get swept here in this game, number 3. Vance just looking to wrap it up right here and now. Both players didn't have in the seat and are ready for game number 3. Get them going here. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. CSJ. So the story of this match so far has been Alex T putting out very strong paces and faltering kind of early and allowing Vance to chase him down. So see how the strategy changes here in this next game. Alex T here with the current 2-0 in the division almost certainly will be in the playoffs of this division, or of this season. But a big win here for Vance would really give him the shot in the arm that he needs points-wise to get in there. $114 here for Alex, $114 here for Vance. Both players here currently basically have gone perfect. 5 Tetris is perfect. It's just that Vance is taking one extra burn. And we'll take another skim here. Alright, Alex here setting up a series of tucks setups here on the board. Vance here, very high S-Spire on the board. It's a couple of skims and the Tetris. Board is looking pretty dangerous there for Vance. But we'll be able to take that down. Kind of an untimely Z there for Vance. And this will take a couple of burns to get out of. 210 here for Vance, 186, now 209 for Alex. So this will allow Alex to build up maybe a little bit of a lead. Alright, takes the lead there with that Tetris up to 234 for Alex. Meanwhile, Vance here trades the lead back here at 237. So each Tetris here, players will be trading leads. These are some pretty healthy starts to the game so far for both players. Alright, Vance here looking for something in the middle of the board. It's not going to be able to get it there. A couple of misdrops on the board. Shouldn't be too dangerous. 304 here for Alex, 266 here for Vance, and cleans it up with those pieces. The board is perfectly clean and ready to score. This has allowed Alex to build up a little bit of a lead. Now up about 3 Tetrises. Yeah, I gotta say, pretty healthy paces here for both players. Alex here probably looking once again for another 600 transition. You know, Vance looking for another high 500 transition, maybe a 600 as well, depending on how the pieces fall. T-spin setup for Alex, hits the T-spin. Looking for his C piece, gets a bar instead, and that will clear out that setup. 419 here for Alex, 380 here for Vance. Gets the J tuck and clears down the Tetris. Alright, T-tuck here for Alex. We'll use an L instead. And fills in that bar dependency in column 3. Is up here, especially with this next Tetris. 512 for Alex, 452 here for Vance. Once again here, Alex T building up a very strong pace in the 18. Just needs to maybe mediate some of his aggression in the 19 speeds. Yeah, at this pace, once again looking at another 600 transition for Alex. And while Vance here, nice roof burn setup in the middle of the board with that bar. And now both players are approaching transition here fairly soon. Only about 13 lines apiece left. So definitely going to be looking to keep their boards clean going in. 606 here for Alex. 547 here for Vance. Yeah, but this could be another 650 transition here for Alex. Takes the flat burn with the bar rather than Aki barring it. Very interesting move there for Alex. And will transition in with another 650, 655 for Alex. And Vance will transition in at 596, so down by about 2.5 Tetrises going in, even with this healthy transition. Kind of a complicated board here for Vance. Needs something to that left side. Alright, nice skims there with the T. Kind of a jagged board on the left side. Like an L piece. It's not getting it. So we'll need to use other pieces for alternative burn setup. 713 here for Alex, 608 here. And Vance is going to be able to clear with that Tetris. 637, down 100,000 points. And you can really see here, Alex here building up the lead in the post-transition. Looks like he was able to reel in the aggression of the last game into this one. And it is paying off. This is a strong pace here for Alex. 822 here for Alex, 692 here for Vance. And this is a very respectable game here for Vance. It's just that Alex here has really been on a tear. Although kind of a slowdown here for Alex. Needs to take these burns, and will take those burns there. 728 here for Vance. 856 for Alex. Bit of doom setup, but we'll be able to lower down the stack with the Tetris, now up to 888. Vance here looking for something on the left side. He gets the L, and we'll be able to clear down with that Tetris up to 791. Still down by about 120,000 points. Now board's getting up super high, looking for a bar, wants it and wants it now. Gets the bar and the Tetris. 824 here for Vance, 931 here for Alex. Setting up in the column 3 most likely. And it's gonna do just that and gets the Tetris up to 968. 836 here for Vance. Now down 140,000 points. It's the quick tap of the S. Wants a bar and wants it now. Gets it down for a triple. Needs something to that left side. Maybe a couple of L's to chop this down. Gets the quick tap of the bar. And it looks like Vance will be able to survive this. But Alex here currently with the 26 max. A12 here for Alex. Hangs both bars on the left side, and yeah, he's going to be done at A12, so Vance, if you want this chase down, you're going to need A13, but also hangs the bar on that right side, and he's not going to be able to do anything there, and we'll top out at 863. GG's. Alex will take A number 3 and avoid being swept. Very well played game there from Alex and Vance as well. You know, standard max out pace and still down by basically 150,000 points. I mean, you know, what do you even do there? What do you even do there? XC will be CD, like compact disc. All right. All right, Alex has in the seed. It looks like Vance also has in the seed. Both players right here for game number 4. Let's get them going here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Alex here was able to take that game number 3. A very strong pace in that game, and just was able to hold on to about that 100,000 point lead that he built up in the 18 speeds basically the entire game. So it'll be interesting to see how he approaches this next game. Still has 2 games to go, but does win that crucial game number 3. And that's what's important. Keeps them in the set. Alright, nice J tuck there for Alex. Alright, a couple of skims needed here. Nice quick tap of that L for Vance. We'll be able to get that Tetris up 96,000 points to Alex's 71,000. Still waiting out this bar. Has to take a triple down. Alright, gets the bar now. But we'll need to fix this stack. This may take at least a couple of burns here for Alex. A little bit of a slowdown. So we'll allow Vance to take a little bit of a lead here. Yeah, now up to 143 to Alex's 104. It's kind of the first time Alex has been behind in terms of pace in the set. Oh, nice T spin tuck set up there for Alex. I was not going to see that one there. Very nicely done. Very nifty move there for Alex. Now 155 for him. 191 here for Vance. So Vance currently up about 1.5 Tetrises when the lines match up. Square tower here for Alex. We'll be able to take it down with that Tetris. Looking to avoid that Pit of Doom setup, and does just that. Nice T placement on the right side. You know, Vance here looking to not opt for the T-spin setup. Looked to be very smart as the T took a little bit of time to show up. Alex here 247 to now Vance's 284. So these few skims here and there from Vance have allowed Alex to come back. And this complicated board here for Vance is going to take another couple of burns to get out of. Slowdown will allow Alex to take the lead up here. 316 for Alex, 291 here for Vance. He is able to clear that out. What we're looking at here It's probably about a high 500 transition, maybe low 600 here for Alex going into 19. Vance looking for around I'd say a low to mid 500 transition going into 19. We shall see how the pieces decide to treat the players. 363 here for Alex, 340 here for Vance. Still pretty close game here so far. Right, 431 here for Alex. Now Vance is 386. So Alex are definitely trying to look for another 600 transition in this game. Vance here maybe looking for the same thing as well. Has really been able to recover the pace that he had kind of lost in the midpoint of the game. 435 here for Vance. Now 478 here for Alex. So up about 3 Tetrises is Alex. And it'll be interesting to see how tackles the 19 this time around. Will he go aggressive again? Will he try and take it a little bit safer? Maybe bet on Vance not being able to catch up to him. As both players here are approaching transition fairly soon. We have about 13 lines left. Nice T-tuck set up there on the right side for Alex. 571 for him. 485 here. Now 508 for Vance. Is not going to set up the L tuck setup on the right side. So Alex here could still get a 600 here, but it's not going to be able to get it there. We'll burn in at 598. Now Vance here can get a mid 500 transition here with this next Tetris and will at 558. Alright, Alex here gonna get this triple down to lower the stack. So Alex currently up about 2.5 Tetrises. We'll need to take a couple of birds. Board is now clean and can now begin to score. Gets a Tetris there. 634 for Alex, 609 here for Vance. Alright, Alex, you're gonna have to cover the row as the bar comes. Gets the bar and the Tetris there. 667 here for Alex. 662 here for Vance. Scores are very close now. Only separated by a couple thousand points. Vance here, 691, 724 here for Alex. Just trying to hold the lead. Is still up by about 1 Tetris. Has to take a couple of skims here. Gets that J all the way to the left. Nice tuck of the L. Takes a triple and gets a Tetris. 764 here for Alex. 752 here for Vance. It is still anyone's game here at this point. Both players here are on pretty healthy max out pace. Although Vance here has a lot of weight on that right side. This will definitely take a good amount of burns to get out of. Alright, nice T placement there for Vance and gets out of it. 764 here for him, 829 for Alex. And those couple of skims have allowed Alex to take a little bit of a lead here. 862 here for him. Now 795 for Vance. Doubles into 25, 830 for Vance. 896 here for Alex. So when the lines match up, Alex is ahead by about 1 Tetris. Double S pieces there for Alex. Has to contend with that. Kind of a dangerous board here for Vance. Gets a quick tap of that S. But not sure what he's going to be able to do here. And yeah, no, Vance is going to be done here at 835 and Alex at 935. We'll take game number 4 and bring us to a decider. Looking to maybe get another max here, back to back. My board is clean. Looking for one more bar. Oh, covers the well. Wait, can still get another bar. Oh, gets the quick tap and gets the max out. Gets the back-to-back max out there. Nice job from Alex. That was, I thought it was over. I thought it was over there. Got the bar right at the end. Snatched the max right from the jaws of life. GG's there from both players, actually. Some very healthy paces have been thrown around this entire set. Our final seed for today will be DE. Like District Attorney, but with an E instead of an A. Alex has in the seed and is ready. Looks like I just need to take a quick second to advance. Exactly, District Attorney. Alright, both players are ready here. We are in a decider. Let's see who takes this set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alex here looking like has turned on his second wind here. It was looking a little dire here at the beginning of the set. It was down 0-2, and has really turned it on, turned the heat on here in these next couple of games. Missed drop for Vance to start out, and pretty high up as well. Alright, we'll be able to get Tetris to lower down the stack at least. But now a very jagged board here and a very inopportune square for Vance. Actually cleans it out in a very nice way there. Only took about 2 burns to clean out of. And Skies is saying, Alex Dash, please smile. Maybe after this set. Maybe after this set, we'll see. Alright, let's see, you're gonna get that tuck and the Tetris. 94k here for Alex, 96k here for Vance. Yeah, it looks like Alex T has opened up some new life, getting those back-to-back max outs. It's now tied up the set 2 apiece. Looking to maintain his perfect record in the division so far. It does fix up the stack there with that T, and we'll get the bar in the Tetris. 185 here for Alex, 188 here for Vance, so very close game to start out. After this, we will have one more set here, which will be another very high-level match. We will have Bendy, as you have seen in the chat, facing off against Blue Scooty, the finalist in last season's DAS League, and also the finalist in last year's Jonas Cup. Space City winner as well, so be on the lookout for that. Alex here, gonna hang that L on the left, gets the bar all the way over. We'll be able to dig that out. My board is looking okay now. Would like an L piece to clear in the fill in the left side of the board. Alright, it's gonna take the Tetris instead. 288 for Alex, 306 here for Vance, so up about 1 Tetris. Nice S. I'm not sure if that move has an adjustment name, but nice S tuck, or square tuck set up there with the S piece for Vance. Oh, hang of the T-piece there for Alex on the left side. Yeah, decides to not try and get something all the way over that. Dude, that would hang as well. Very nicely done. Yeah, those couple of skims here really allowing Vance to take just a little bit of a lead here. 342 for Alex, 380 here for Vance. So Vance up about 2 Tetrises. Alright, so pace-wise, both players looking for high 500 trends going into 19, maybe a 600. If the pieces fall down like. You would like to speed run your set? Okay. Okay, Vance here, kind of high. Needs some pretty good pieces here. Oh, hangs the L piece there, and yeah, he's gonna be done at 408. So very short chase down here for Alex. Just needs 409 to take the set. And with that Tetris, Alex T will take game number 5 and this match. GG's. No rush, just have to be somewhere soon. Okay, that's fine. That's right. That is okay. I can do that. I can do that. Generally here, I will like ready up once both players immediately ready up. Like, I'm not gonna like delay things. But yeah, GG's here for Alex. Okay. We'll finish this out though. Well, at least finish out Alex's game here while we wait for that. Looks like Alex going here for the aggressive Mullen. You have to be somewhere soon. Okay. Yeah. I believe Scooty is not in chat yet, so yeah, I'll look for him as well as I'm like adjusting scenes and stuff. Alex is gonna transition here kind of high. Not sure he's gonna be able to get out of this. If he gets a quick tap, nah, he's gonna be done. All right, GG's. Alex takes the set 3 games to 2 and maintains his perfect record in the division. And has all but locked in his chances in being in the playoffs. So look out for this guy, Alex D. Look out for this guy. You still, if you're in the playoffs, you still got to worry about him. All right, I'm gonna move over to this scene. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, man. Glad to be able to stream things whenever I can. All right, let me fix this now. What do you mean?